Hi students, welcome to our channel Physics Concepts by Ali sir. In the today's session, we are going to discuss about logarithms. That is one of the part of the basic mathematics. First of all, now let us say about logarithms. And before going to learn about logarithms, now let us see once about exponents. Because logarithms are one of the way of writing exponents. Because both exponents as well as logarithms are inverse to each other. That is why let us have a command over the first about exponents. Then what is meant by an exponent? An exponent is that if any positive constant is raised to power, let us take any one positive constant. If we raised that positive constant to any power, then we can call it as a exponent. Now let us take one example for this exponent. A common example we used to take it as a power x is equal to b, then this is we are calling as a exponent. Then we can call it as exponential form also, we can write exponential form. And in this exponential form, now what are the terms it expresses? And here a is there, that a is called as a base, and x is called as a power, and if this is exponential form. This exponential form, now let us write in form of a logarithm. Logarithm can be in the short, we can call it as a LOG, log. And so how it will be that log, here what is the base in the exponential form? A is the base, and that base as it is we will take, and whatever is there on the right hand side, that we will place here. And so then this is equal to the power, we will switch to the position of the RHS, and this is we are calling as a logarithmic form for a exponential form. How to read this one? Log b base a is equal to x. Then what do we call this one? This is we are calling as a logarithmic form. Logarithmic form for this one. This is we are calling as a logarithmic form. And one more example now let us take. If m power n is equal to L, what do we call this one? This is we are calling as a exponential form. Exponential form. And again, now how can we write this one a logarithmic form? Very simple. What we have to write first? Log. Log we will write. What is the base here? M. The base, m base we will consider as it is. And here that RHS side is there, that we will take here, and the power will take place of this one. And what do we call this one? Log. This is logarithmic form. Log L base m is equal to n. Log, we have to read like this. Log L to the base m is equal to n. And what do we call this one? This is a logarithmic expression. Logarithmic form we can take. And now let us take some numerical examples based on this one. For example, now let us take 2 power 2, 2 square is equal to 4. What do we call this one? This is we are calling as a exponential form. This is a exponential form. And what is the logarithmic form for this one? Now let us write log. What is the base in this exponential form? 2 is the base, and so the base will continue first. And afterwards the RHS part we will take this side, and the power will be replaced here. Then this is we are calling as a log 4 to the base 2 is equal to 2. We used to call it as a logarithmic form. Logarithmic form. This is for exponential form of 2 square is equal to 4. And in this way just we can take. And now let us take one more example for this one. And so here this time we will take, now let us take, and 3 cube is equal to 27. What do we call this one? This is a exponential form. So this exponential form, once when you are writing in the just for a while, just you try to write about this one. Right, that's great. And here what we will take first? Now log. That's great. And what is the base here? 3 is the base. That base will be continued, and this RHS will be taken this side, and so the 3 will come. And what do we call this one? This is we are calling as a logarithmic form. I hope that this is the how to write exponential form and from the logarithmic form. Even this logarithmic form can be expressed into the exponential form by taking the inverse. That's what we are calling as logarithmic forms and the exponentials both are inverse 1 to 1. And now let us take types of logarithms. Basically, then what are the types of logarithms? First, by means of one example, we will see that. And first example 1 we will take, and if we are writing log x base 10, then what do we call this one? This is we are calling as a common logarithm. When we can call it as a common logarithm, if base 10 is there, that we are calling as a common logarithm. So what is meant by common logarithm? If any one logarithmic value function is consisting a base 10, we used to call it as a logarithmic common logarithm. And one more example also, now let us take log 20 base 10, also call it as the common logarithmic form. And here one very important thing is, and sometimes even this same log x base 10 can be written even as a log x also. There will be no difference. And if sometimes we can see that log x is equal, the value is given log x only. So we have to assume that there is a base of 10. Okay, so you can write like this also, no matter. And in the when it situation requires, depending upon that one, the base 10 we can take, we can assume that. And next one is how to write this one. Yes, that's great. And we can write this one as a log 20. Got it? This about common logarithms. And what is the next type? That is a natural logarithm. Natural logarithm. What is this natural logarithm? This natural logarithm is, now let us take an example. And so here log x base e. See what is the difference? Here the base is 10, here base is e. What is e? E is a constant. E is a constant. That value 2.718. 2.718. The value what we can take for e constant is 2.718. And here if you observe log x base e we have written. Okay. And one more example now let's take. And so log 20 base e also can be written. So here we have written log x base 10 as log x. Is there any way to express this one? Yes, there is one way is there. And this one we can express as, sometimes we can get then inx. So this expression, this is alternative for this one. If anywhere it is this type of expression is there, what we have to think that this is the base e. Base e we can consider. And this one what we can take this one? This one too we can take it as this one. This is the expression what we can take, logarithm 20. What is the main difference between these a common logarithm and natural logarithm is basis. If a base is 10, then we can call it as a common logarithm. If base is e, then we can take that is a natural logarithm. Okay, right. And afterwards, now let us see the properties of a logarithm. Now just to take this one, we will consider the next topic. Taken? That's great. Now let us see the properties. What are the properties of the logarithm? We will see. The properties also we can call it as a formula, and the properties of a logarithm. First property is, and log 1 base a is equal to 0. How it is? This is the one of the very important formula. Log 1 base a is equal to 0. Now let us write is it correct or not? We will see that. And exponential form we can write base as it is, we will take as a base, and this power we will take it as, this RHS side we will take it as power, and that is equal, this value we will take like this here, a power 0 is equal to 1. Any number power 0 is equal to 1. So this can be taken like that. And the next one, the most important one, log a base a is equal to 1. How can we consider this one? This is a log a base a. You take any value, that is a log 10 base 10 is equal to 1, log 20 log x base x is equal to 1. If you are supposed to take log 20 base 20 is equal to 1, these all things, if both are consisting the same number, then we can consider that value becomes 1. And so here then what will happen? Log a base a is equal to 1. Is it correct? Now yeah, we will see that. And here the power is a power, then how much is that? 1. That is equal to absolutely a. Yes, did you get it? A, the base will take, power is equal to, again we will get the same value a. And so that we can consider. And the third one is log mn base a, that is equal to, then what will comes now? Log m base a plus log n base a. Log m base a, log m base a plus multiplication. Once when you are spreading the logarithmic value, it will be taken as a addition. And the fourth one is log m power n base a, that is equal to log m power n base a. Then what will be? N log m base a. N, that power will becomes the prefix multiplication log m base a. And the next one log m by n base a. This will be taken as log m base a minus log n base a. Got it? Log m base a minus log n base a. And afterwards, if one more is a power log a power n is there, then that value can be taken as n. A power log a power n, that can be considered as a. Okay, and in this way we can take. And one more value also we can take. If log a power minus 1 is there, how can we consider this one? This can be considered as minus 1 log a. Ultimately what we can take? Minus log a. Then in this way just we can take log a power minus 1 is equal to minus 1 log a, that is equal to minus log into a. And so based on this one question also, let's see one question based on this one. And these are the properties of a logarithm. Now one question was asked, then find question is find the pH of an acid whose H plus is 10 power minus 4. So H plus is given, the pH is asked to identify. And what is the solution we can take for this one? The solution, we should notice the formula pH is equal to minus log H plus, minus log H plus. Then here is pH is equal to, what is the value is given? H plus value 10 power minus 4. And so minus log H plus is equal to 10 power minus 4. Now let us see how can we apply the formula. Take this minus as this. And here log m power n is equal to n log m base a. And so here this is a minus of 4 log 10. This is minus into minus plus 4 log 10. What about this one? This is log 10 is there. That is a common logarithm. Means what is that? It is consisting of 4. What can we consider? 4 log 10 base 10. That is equal to log a base a. Log a base a is equal to how much is that? 1. And so what can we take? And that is 4 into 1. That can be considered as 4. In this way, then by applying these properties, we can do a sort of a sums. This is a chemistry sum, and still some more sums also will come. Then in the physics also, those also we can be just solved by using these logarithmic values. I hope that this session is helpful for you, and then we will continue. That we will take in the next class about trigonometry, and then support me, Nana. Wish you all the success and go on studying.